Welcome back to round 3 of Vinberg Open for the FPO division. Sponsored by Discraft, and this is the first event of the season on the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour. Thank you to all the Patreon supporters. My name is Michael Boy. I'm the tour owner of the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour, and with me I have
Amanda Lennartsson.
General Cool Girl. Thank you to all the tour partners of the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour. You make it happen. So going into the final round, we have Julia Fors, Josefine Johansson, Matilda Ringbom, and your favorite, Amanda Lennartsson. With a tough round on round 2, but Julia, she has 11 strokes ahead of Josefine, and it seems like a battle for second and third place. Moving into hole 1, par 4, 170 meters. You have Amanda to contend with and OB on the right side and left side. And it goes uphill the entire way towards the basket. And
yeah, and as you can see, also tight OB around the basket.
Yeah.
Discraft Underground och King. Representerar Frisbeeklubben 360, Julia Fors!
Julia Fors, as we've mentioned, she's only 13 years old and playing at the highest level in Sweden. She's keeping it tight on the Mando, but a perfect angle control and puts in a good position.
Sponsrad av Nordic Disc Golf, Gnosjö automatsvarvning, Jason, Brodertryck, Josefine Johansson.
Hello, my name is Josefine Johansson. I am 28 years old, turning 29 this year. I live in Gnosjö in Sweden. I'm sponsored by Nordic Disc Golf, Gnosjö automatsvarvning, Jason and Brodertryck. I started playing disc golf in 2018-19, somewhere around there, because I had a little too much energy, so I went out after my football practices. I work full-time as a physiotherapist and have done that for almost 7 years now. My strength is mostly that I'm good at my lines. My forehand is my strongest, I would say. This year I hope that I will keep my rating over 900 and just keep on doing the work that I have done so far. Hopefully getting some better placements on the bigger tournaments this year than last year. And in general, I just like the sport and I want to be able to continue doing that for as long as I can.
Josefine Johansson, a new face on the coverage, and she's a forehand dominant player. It's gonna be interesting to see. We saw a little bit from Ella, but it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of lines Josefine throws.
Yeah, but I also know, like I mentioned with Ella, that Josefine has also practiced a lot of backhands during the off-season.
Representerar Tyresö Disc Golf, Matilda Ringbom!
Matilda rocking the pink outfit for the final round. Throwing I'm not sure what she's throwing, but
Innova disc.
Innova disc, Halo Star. And in the middle of the fairway, but it's gonna be a little bit far towards basket, but it's not impossible to get it.
Siger, Fuzzy Eagle Clothing, representerar Klarälvens DGK, Amanda Lennartsson!
Your girl Amanda.
Yeah, so a little bit.
So why you're not throwing the left hand hyzer here?
Because I feel more confident with the right hand throw here.
Even if it's like a turnover?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, you got a good distance. Should be
I think,
hyzer.
yeah, it's a hyzer line from there.
Josefine going standstill. This one needs to fade. And skip. Oh
no.
Oh nej.
Yeah, sometimes I forget that I'm commenting in English and then start to talk in Swedish.
Matilda. That's out of bounds. A little bit short. So, and it's gonna be tricky to have a putt from there. I think she's only gonna be able to pitch up.
Yeah, and we have seen Matilda for 3 rounds now. She has been short in like exactly the same spot, I think. So she's been trying to get around that corner.
And you are keeping it a little bit more wide, but yeah, it hit the tree, the big tree that you need to go around, but stays in bounds. Josefine keeping it wide. And outside the circle or circle's edge. And Matilda, all she can do is just lay up and she'll have a tester. Outside the circle bid. It's a good bid, but a little bit too low. Josefine from outside. Oh no, that's...
That needs to stick.
What did you say?
Something about the roll.
Yeah. Julia.
Yes, good birdie from Julia there.
Looks like we've seen the same putt from Julia all 3 rounds from
Yeah.
the exact same spot.
Yeah.
She's dialed in. A little bit too low. Didn't really get the power. And Josefine. The roll away didn't affect her, but still a double bogey.
Double bogey for Matilda. Tap in par for Amanda.
Moving on to hole 2, the second easiest hole on the course. Par 3, 69 meters. Placed like 80 meters, it's a little bit uphill. Average 2.9 for the FPO division on round 3. Julia keeping it high and wide, needs to start fading. It does, but hit the tree, so it's gonna be circle 2 putt, but it's safe to go for the putt, so should be fine. And you're throwing the
MD3.
the MD3,
Also a bit wide. Also ending up in circle 2.
but pin high.
Yeah.
And Josefine going with the backhand. Going more for a straight line. Gets a good hyzer flip and inside the circle. It's a nice drive from Josefine.
Yeah, it's really good to see that she has the confidence to use her backhand even during the tournaments.
Yeah.
And I think Matilda is also in circle 1 here.
And leaving it a little bit low, this one as well. Yeah, it's really tough to putt so much uphill because you need to put the disc so high up in the air.
Yeah.
Ooh, air ball. Oh, and it's rolling. Stop. Okay, it stopped. Matilda for the birdie. Gets it. par from Josefine, but you really want to get those because you know hole 2 is one of the easiest. You really want to get it if you are inside the circle. So Julia for the par. Is that a little bit frustration putt from you?
No.
No? You just putt like that?
Sometimes when the basket is a little bit higher.
You throw it like that. All right. Par 3. Hole 3, 97 meters. You want to keep something straight and let it naturally fade. And this one looks like it's doing just that.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, almost an ace.
Almost an ace. Wow. Let's see that again.
Yeah, really beautiful.
Like 20 centimeters from getting in. But she'll have a uphill putt towards the basket. So that's good. You want to be long off the basket if you get to choose. And Julia going a little bit too straight. So she's going to be in the rough. Amanda throwing the drop. A little tight and short, but...
Yeah, it's a little bit short in circle 2.
I saw that you have a glove on. Was it cold that morning or?
Yeah, it was a little bit cold and like you could really feel like it was rain in the air.
Yeah.
But it didn't come down any. Yeah, a little bit colder than the last 2 days.
The morning dug.
Yeah, the morning dug.
Or the morning, I think it's
dew.
dew.
Yeah, it's morning dew.
It's a good lofty bid from Josefine.
Still low, but it's on the basket.
Yeah, it's on the basket. 3 unfortunate misses, but Matilda for the birdie.
Yes.
That's it. That's a good birdie to get. Erasing the double bogey from hole 1. Good putt from Josefine. Hole 3 played as the 15th most difficult hole on the course, averaging 3.1. And a par from Julia.
At Discraft, we don't wait to see what the future holds. We build it. The future is in your hands.
Hole 4, par 4, 185 meter. You have OB and 2 Mandos on the right side. You want to stay on the right side of the Mando, and the first shot is a placement shot. And the second shot is a really tricky shot and a long shot towards the basket, but Matilda puts it in a good position. She may have a little tree in her way, but maybe she'll be able to... That's an unfortunate miss or hit for Julia, but she'll be up there. Amanda asking for the catch cam to move. Josefine with the forehand. Looking good. Oh, I jinxed her. Josefine with the Anheuser, but fades out early. And
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised she didn't use her forehand here. Because she has good distance with her forehand. Yeah, and here I hit my hand right into the tree.
Wow. Yeah, you showed me you had like bruises.
Yeah, I was blue all over my hand or over my knuckles. But yeah.
Matilda overturning it, but she's getting still in the fairway.
come back.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
good
a
tree
friendly
kick.
kick.
Yeah, look.
Wow.
Inbounds. Really good.
Den tar vi. Bra resultat.
Josefine, the forehand flex. Needs to come back. Oh, that's a friendly tree right there. 4 meters to the basket, and Matilda
Also with a forehand approach.
with a good tree as well. Amanda, is she going for it? A little bit low, but close to the basket. A little bit left side and high from Julia, but it's a good committed putt. Takes the bogey. Amanda with another par. A full gray scorecard for Amanda.
At least it's better than red.
Yep. And Josefine with a short putt.
Easy par.
Easy par. Hole 5, par 3, 100 meters. And it goes downhill with a bend to the right, but then it comes a little bit back, shaping a little bit like a backhand turnover. But you can throw backhand turnover, you can throw forehand, and Matilda, she's going tight all 3 rounds and hit that tree. You're changing your game plan, you're going forehand here.
Yeah, I have done 3 different shots during those 3 rounds now. I couldn't figure out what I would like to do.
Hit some trees, stayed on the fairway at least, and Josefine.
Yeah, we both said that because she's forehand dominant and I'm backhand dominant, but we we switched up there. So she used her backhand and I used my forehand.
Mm. And Julia, she's been...
Yeah, she's
playing-
good at this one.
Yeah, let's see if she misses everything. She does, but a little bit tight, but still a putt.
Yeah, still in circle 1.
Hole 5 actually played as the easiest hole during round 3, averaging 2.9. Amanda, go in. Oof. That was close, at least from this angle.
Yeah, almost.
Josefine has to opt for the tomahawk. Oh, the forehand roller even.
Yeah.
Gonna be a tester for the par. Gets it. Wow, that's a
Yes.
good putt.
A little bit low there.
Not so much committed from Matilda. Let's see if Julia, she's known for the commitment on her putts. Gets it.
Good birdie.
Do you think she was obstructed by the big stone, or
No.
had a clear line to the basket?
Yes, she had.
And another par from Amanda. Moving on to hole 6, par 3, 92 meters. Plays severely uphill and you have a backdrop behind the basket, so you need to have distance control, but you need to have the distance to reach the basket first. And Julia hit an unfortunate tree, but should be in layup territorium. Let's see if Amanda
Deja vu.
throwing it early again. Forehand from Josefine. Keep turning. That's
Yes.
a beautiful line from Josefine, but a little bit short to attack the raised basket on the hill, so probably gonna lay that up for the par.
Really good shot from Matilda here. Yeah, this hole is...
It's a tricky hole.
Yeah.
It averaged 3.8, so actually getting a par on this hole is getting strokes on the field, so...
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like a bid almost, but maybe it's not.
It was her layup.
So layup.
This is my par.
Did you give it a lofty bid, or did you just...
No, I was just trying to lay it under the basket.
Yeah.
I had accepted a bogey already.
Yeah. Good layup from Matilda. Yeah, it stayed for Josefine, but still it's a little bit scary putt. Like if you are airballing, you're gonna go like very long off the basket, so you need to keep your head straight for those putts. Two easy pars from Julia and Matilda.
Join the Paul Macbeth Foundation's Builders Club to help bring sustainable disc golf experiences to people and communities around the world. Your donation will go directly to making a difference. Together we can make a big impact, one small donation at a time.
Hole 7, par 3, 99 meters. And most of the players go on the right side here where the drone is flying. It's a little bit downhill with OB long of the basket, but you have a stone wall that protects it if you go for a low skipper. And Julia needs to fade, but should be pretty close to the basket.
Yeah.
Maybe even inside the circle. Matilda leaking a little bit to the left, but should have an easy up for the par. And you're throwing your MD3. It's a sea line metal flake.
Yes.
Needs to start fading, but should be in circle 1, right? Or circle's edge?
Yeah, I think circle's edge or circle 1. I don't remember, but around there.
Josefine throwing the forehand flex on the force over, but stays straight most of the way. We'll have a...
Kommer upp på Hallandsåsen, orkar inte hans bil, så jag bara försvinner från han bara kör så sakta, så jag är inne och typ kommer ner på halva Hallandsåsen för att meddelanden bara...
Johan Davidsson telling his life story.
Also Mr. Knäck.
Matilda approach. This is...
Yeah, here you can see the OB line.
Yeah, it's like 6 meters from the basket, long of the basket, so you really need to...
Good putt from
That's a good
Josefine.
birdie from Josefine. From circle's edge or outside, and
Circle 2.
and you have OB just 5 meters long of the basket, so it's a scary putt to run, but Josefine is not scared and it pays off. Amanda for the birdie.
Amanda knows about the OB though.
That's an unlucky roll towards the OB.
Yeah, it ends up in the OB.
A bit left from Julia, but she'll get the par. But she's not happy about the results. And Amanda with the face palm in real life.
I was not happy about that.
No, I can understand why. A classic 3-putt. And me myself, I'm a master of those. And this is why I'm 900 rated player. I love to 3-putt. But Amanda, she doesn't love to 3-putt, and it feels really bad to get the double bogey circle hits. That's something that you really want to avoid, but sometimes it happens, and you just need to reset and go on to the next hole, which is hole 8, par 3, 78 meters, and this is a tricky hole. It's a short hole, but you really need to keep it low and almost flare skipping it. Some players go for the long route and go for the long putt. Let's see what Josefine does. Josefine keeps it wide, and you need to keep... Oh, she's going for the long route. As you can see here, you have an opening towards the basket. But it's really hard to get into the circle from that angle, and Julia throwing it a little bit too wide, but maybe she'll have a birdie putt from there.
A little bit early.
A little bit early. Not sure if it got through the rough, but
Also early.
asking it to come back. Doesn't really, but may have a little bit of an obstructed putt. And Josefine going for the layup. And it's a tricky hole to get the birdie.
Good bid from Matilda.
Hole 8 average 3.2, so getting a par on this hole is not too bad, but... And from the knee. Yep, that's in. Par for both Julia and Josefine, and Matilda's gonna tap in the bogey. Moving on to the last hole on front 9. Number 9, par 3, 105 meters. You have OB on the right, left, and long of the basket. This is a big uphill shot and probably requires 115 meters in power. And let's see if Josefine has the power. Gets a turn, but hits the branch, and it's gonna be short, and it's gonna be tricky to play up to the par, but Julia? Amanda getting a good rip. Iso flips a little bit, but starts fading and gets some love from the stone wall. But we saw you on, was it round 1 where you made a putt from there? Was it? Or did I mistake it from someone?
I don't remember.
Matilda hitting early and it's gonna have to play for par. Keeping it low, but...
Yeah, you need to keep it low here because it slopes a little bit.
Yeah, it goes up and then it goes downhill after the stone wall, and it's OB long, so you need to have a perfect speed control. And Julia keeping it a little bit short. It's gonna be a tough par putt. Looks like a good approach, and it is. It's a good helicopter landing from Josefine and Matilda for the par. Leaking a bit left, and she still has some putt to make to save the bogey. Julia. Leaking a little bit left as well. And Amanda, you put your jacket on. It's
getting cold. And yeah, I was trying to do a layup here and was a little bit, you know.
But you're always going for it, so why do you lay up this time? Didn't you feel the confidence or?
No, I didn't feel the confidence, and I also knew that the other ones were up for their bogey.
Yeah. It's a good putt from Matilda.
Yeah.
Hole 9 actually played as the third most difficult hole on the course for the third round, averaging 3.7, and you can see why. A lot of lead card here is getting the bogey, so if Josefine can make the par and get some strokes on the card. It's a good par from Josefine, and let's see if the layup pays up. Should be an easy par from Amanda. And it is. Alright, so Julia at +1 after 9 holes, so -2, and looks like a battle for second place between Josefine and Matilda. Thank you to the tour partners of the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour, and thank you for watching round 3, front 9 for the FPO division at Vinberg Open 2025, sponsored by Discraft. And thank you to all the Patreon subscribers. See you on the back 9. Bye.
Bye.